And this is pretty much what we have so far at the farming area. Let me just walk you through it. So you've seen in that small intro, we got a good few villagers over here. So I managed to get all the tools that I need, the armor, the weapons. Then we have a few books over here. I'm still kind of working. This one I'm still kind of trying to get a good trade out of him. But so far I got Unbreaking, Mending, and Silk Touch, which is pretty good. 22 Unbreaking, 24 Mending. Could be cheaper, but it's still decent enough. We got a Silk Touch, which I added on my axe, so I can actually farm the melons a bit better, so I don't have to keep crafting them. We got this small melon and pumpkin farm. I'm kind of working away to getting a few emeralds. And the pumpkins and melons are actually really fast because the villagers only like 4 or 6. Then I have this small crop farm over here for carrots and wheat, which again the villagers are trading with me. I do need to go over there to actually get a few more dirt because I want to make the platform much bigger than what it is right now, because I do want to do a good bit of manual farming first. And the reason I want to do this, and I'm actually getting close to my goal, is to get a good few golden carrots. I already have the iron blocks. And I want to actually go make a small care package for every single Eternal. I know all of them are kind of struggling with food, so I want to give them 16 golden carrots, which are probably gonna last them a good bit until I manage to get a shop done, or maybe I'm gonna just make them another small care package, or maybe we're gonna trade for something. We'll see how that's gonna turn out, but for the moment I'm just gonna prepare like a small chest near the starting area, put their names on them, and then let them know on Discord that there's something waiting for them. I'm sure it's gonna be a pretty decent boost to have those golden carrots so early on, so I'm sure they're gonna be appreciative of it. I'm gonna have this area a bit more expanded, gonna have a few more villagers, gonna have all the books, maybe even enchant my gear, who knows. I'm hoping to get everything sorted fairly fast, and we also have to do a bit of a change to our zombie farm. I got a few screenshots on our Discord from the Eternals. If you want to join, link is in the description. That the farm is kind of spawning reinforcements where it shouldn't, so I need to light up a few caves around it, maybe even create a few tunnels where reinforcements would be able to spawn in, which would increase the rate of the farm. So yeah, that was a big mistake. So now I have to go grab another 2 cows and try to breed them again. Oh my god. Alright, so I got everything that I needed, so it's time to head back to spawn and deliver these gifts. So I decided to put everything here at spawn, right next to the crafting table pole. And I'm just gonna add chests. I'm not gonna make it overcomplicated. And then I'm just gonna put a sign on every single one. Look at all these names because that's their actual YouTube channel names. So go have a look at their perspective of the episodes. And that would be it. So we got 16 golden carrots and a whole stack of iron over here. I hope they're gonna come in handy, especially the golden carrots. Probably the iron, they won't need as much, but maybe they'll need some kind of hoppers for their designs and whatever it would be. So I hope it's gonna make it a bit easier for them to start, because it's still really early game and no one really has any kind of resources and stuff, and I really plan to go hard on farms this season. So that's a bit of a tease for them, you know, knowing what's gonna come, so they're gonna know where to buy all these things from going forward. Kind of want to expand this farm behind me. I want to make another 2 of these modules over here. So basically it's gonna be a 2x2. That should give me enough to actually trade with those 2 villagers that I have in there until I manage to set up a proper farm and all that. And who knows, maybe I'll use the same area for the automatic farm, or maybe I'll just tear it down and make a new one. Farm is going to be to get as many librarians as I can, and I definitely want to get fortune because that's gonna help me out with the carrots especially. And then pretty much try to get every single book that I need. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do this haul yet. I'm kind of thinking to make it in a way where it kind of splits down the middle and then I have a staircase going up, or maybe I'll just make it like a regular trading hall that kind of goes around. I need to kind of figure out what's the best kind of thing I want to do here, because remember that this is going to be an industrial district, so aesthetics are not necessarily the most important thing over here, but I still wanted to look fairly decent and not look just like something that fell out of the sky. So I literally got a mending for 10 emeralds here, and I'm kind of thinking to take it, and then I can just get rid of this guy over here. 24. 10 on a mending book is actually amazing, so I'm gonna have to trade some paper with this guy. Then I'm gonna have to see if I have any more emeralds, and if not, I'm gonna have to trade something else, because this is way too good of a trade to pass on. And he is now locked in, so we got a mending for 10. That's actually pretty good. I think I'm going to be doing the exact same thing with other villagers. In case one of the trades that I already have comes in cheaper, I'm just gonna get rid of that villager and use it on the new one and then replace him. So I can take this sign down and I can drop it over here. So we have 10 mending, and then this guy is gonna meet something interesting over here. So the other guys won't know what happened exactly, if you know what I mean. Now I can destroy the lectern, get rid of these rails, and then just make a new track and grab a new villager. That is actually such a good trade. I don't think I ever got a 10 mending. And keep in mind, I'm doing this because I don't think I'm going to be messing with any kind of curing the villagers. So I feel like having the lowest trade possible, especially on the first trade, is rather important. It's not Fortune 3, but it was only 8 emeralds for Fortune 2. So combining them, I don't think I would get a Fortune 3 book for 16 or even 20-ish. So for the time being, I'm going to be using this. In case I do find a Fortune 3, then I'm just going to replace this guy. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I managed to expand this farm fully, so now we have a 2x2 plot kind of thing, which is, I don't know, like a 16 by 16, I believe. So everything is growing fairly okay right now. I got 45 wheat and 11 carrots just by replanting basically everything on this side, and then I planted everything on this one. So once everything starts growing properly, we definitely should be getting a lot of crops to trade for the emeralds that I need. And let's go really quick to the iron farm and see exactly what is going on there, because I haven't been at the farm for a good while now, and I've been working on all the other farms and the villagers for a very long time. So we got almost 2 rows. That's fairly decent. Honestly, I was expecting maybe slightly more. But then again, we did give away almost 64 blocks of iron. So I guess that's still not too bad.
A thing for me, you said.
I have a thing for you.
Is it what I think it is?
I don't know. Here.
Okay. It's a fish. Where is it? It disappeared. A drown picked it up! I just see a drown behind me with a salmon in his hand. Give me that back. Raw salmon. Thank you so much.
I'll run quick to the bed to sleep first. Use the dock. Use the dock.
It's the dock?
The dock.
But it's so far away. It's all the way over here.
I guess that's the same principle everyone is using with your dock.
Well, my dock is meant more for me. Just because it's next to my base, so it's convenient.
Fair. So I got this.
Ooh, mending! Oh, that's really useful.
And
I guess that means your villager setup is working, which is good to hear.
I mean, it's still a work in progress.
Is your building the one that's above mine?
Yes.
I have no words.
You like it?
It's a very abstract build.
Yeah, that's exactly the point of it.
Every time I see it, it gets slightly larger.
No, that's the final piece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the final. That's just a starter base basically. I just wanted to have it like near you guys, so we have the whole thing. But my area is gonna be like in that bamboo jungle there, like the actual base.
Right. Very nice, very nice. Well, I gotta head back and drop all my stuff off. I guess I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my frogs, because you can't silk touch frog spawn apparently.
Okay then. Well, yeah, I'll go fix that farm. I actually have to go the same way as you do. I need to borrow some.
Did you hear my idea that I had, by the way, for fixing the farm, or were you not listening in stream?
I did hear partially, but I have my own idea because I don't want to go to the Nether to grab any magma blocks.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got like a full chest of them, but if you don't want to, that's fine.
Oh, if you have them, I'll gladly take them.
Sure, I can give you some. I'm needing them for all of my nether farms and stuff, you know, because
I mean, I only need 4, realistically.
I only had 3. No.
No. Okay, then. I will go start working on that because I do have to go to sleep fairly soon, so I want to try to do as much as I can.
Sleep in real life or in another Minecraft bed?
Sleep in real life this time, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll leave you to it. I'll probably end stream. I might stick on the server a bit longer just to wrap things up, but I got things I want to do today, so.
Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.
Nice talking. Bye.
Oh, I'm gonna use the dock now to leave. I need to go get Shrunk and see if he has any iron for me. I need some shears to grab a vine, which would help improve the mob farm, because right now we are one-shotting everything and the trick that I'm trying to use doesn't work because of that. Okay, let's mess with Shrunk a tiny bit. Got you!
How dare you? No. Thanks for the gift, Yuki.
You're very welcome. Yeah, that's why I came. That's why I came. So I can see something through that.
Yeah, just go ahead and open the door.
If I should.
No, go ahead. You're safe. I just had another idea.
Oh, speaking of which, I know you guys went on an adventure and you got some brewing stands. Any chance you have a spare one?
I do actually, as a matter of fact. Here, follow me. Follow. If I can even get in my house. Here you are, my friend.
Thank you.
Of course, of course.
That's
Now
gonna
I
be
think
another piece of my industrial district there. That's gonna be
Very
the pillar, one of the pillars of the industrial district.
what we're gonna do. This is gonna get annoying for me, low key.
Here we go.
I appreciate you taking part in this with me.
You know me. So, do you do interiors?
I'll leave you
on a
guys to
good
that
day.
conversation.
On a good day.
Okay. Thanks for the water.
You are very welcome. Is that worth enough to build me an interior, though?
I would love to try. Is there any limit? Let's go inside. It's getting dark
No,
out.
no limits.
Bye.
But yeah, I don't necessarily need much. Like I said, this is just the starter base. My actual base is probably going to be in that kind of bamboo forest. I don't think you can see it from here. No, you can't. But basically there. So in here, I'd only need, I don't know. I was thinking about some lighting. We don't have any sea lanterns or stuff yet. But you could prepare for it. I was thinking to put here maybe a pot with a lamp on top or something to make it look more kind of modern, I guess. And then here probably a bit of storage or something, and then pretty much the same down below, just a couple of workstation and a shelf here and there. Basically the whole idea of the season is to be abstract and minimalistic with every build, because I want to focus mainly on farms. So that it's gonna give me the kind of a reason why I'm not doing builds, is because I'm doing the farms, but I'm still building at the same time, but keeping it simple. So it's I hope it's gonna work out the way I plan it. If you do help me out with the interior, we can maybe make a trade. I can get you some armor and stuff. Everything that I have on me, it's just from the villagers basically.
Yeah, you want to see something that's kind of embarrassing?
Yes.
This is all I got for armor.
Really?
This is all I have. I went into a cave in hopes to get some iron, and then I died in that cave and lost all my stuff. So that's really all I have right now. It's just the chest plate, and I think I have 1 iron ingot, and I use the rest of my iron to make a cauldron and a lantern for my house. So I'm kind of poor. I'm very poor right now. So that sounds really great.
So do we have a deal?
I think we do. Thank you.
Yay.
Have you been inside of this one?
I have not, actually.
Here, I'll go to sleep and I'll give you a little tour.
How'd you go up there? Oh, there's a ladder.
Yeah.
I think you had the exact same thing in the previous season, right? To go up, you had some kind of
so,
ladder.
yeah. I like my little lofts. It might be a little busy down here, but it's kind of cozy. I made like a little border here, so I have like a little seating area, and I have a sign for an anvil, so it's not just an empty shelf. Which I might just wait a little bit. I will use this iron just as a backup, make armor, some tools. Well, I'll go to the village actually, maybe. But I have that sign there just because I literally had no iron. And then I went over here. It's my kitchen. I have another sign with my brewing stand, which I don't have. As of yet.
I literally got a brewing stand off Shrunk because I needed one as well. I
think
think
we
Mikey
both have,
has
like,
a
3 or
spare
something.
one. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's why I asked him.
Up here, it's much more spacious.
Roomy.
Just storage and a little balcony, so I can say hi to my neighbor. Which I can say hi to you now too. You're a
That's true,
neighbor.
actually.
And
I
can see
do
your house
love the
from here.
fact that we're so close now. It actually makes
do
it
too.
much better than it was last time, where I had to travel 20 minutes to
Yeah.
see any sign of life.
Yeah. No, I definitely like. Oh, there's a creeper. I do really like this a lot better.
Yeah, like I really, really like your place. And I see that you have like some kind of an extra kind of loft up here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's my little bedroom.
Oh, that's a long way to just sleep.
Yeah.
You want to make
That's
sure you get a
another
good night's sleep, right? Getting tired before getting into
Get
bed.
away from all the noise from the mobs. That's another thing. Normally when I build my houses, I generally keep my bed close to by the front door. But this time around I kind of changed it up. So, and I actually don't mind it. I think it looks kind of cool.
It definitely does. Like it's nice to actually see it from above. You got a painting there. I think you said that it actually looks like a window kind of thing.
Yeah, sort of, right?
So now that we actually met a couple of Eternals, we played some pranks, we got some extra resources that we needed to fix this farm, I think it's time to properly do it now and actually make it as efficient as it can be. So that means actually lighting up the whole area. I'm gonna have to get one of those spheres from Minihud. I'm gonna have to create the tunnels for more of the zombies to spawn. And I think I'm going to try to get a wooden sword with mending, unbreaking, and maybe sweeping edge. And that's gonna actually help us kill the mobs a bit slower, but that would mean that they would spawn more reinforcements. Or at least that is kind of the plan. So I'm not going to bore you with the whole thing that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to kind of show you what I did at the end of it. Maybe I'll go into camera and just explain partially. If you guys want to see more, you can probably pop in one of my streams and ask there if you're more interested about it. So, with the power of editing, the whole farm is actually finished now. I did get a bit of help from Kit because I kind of messed up with the tunnels that I made for the reinforcements. So he came in really clutch to actually help me out. He had a really good idea and I actually was making the tunnels at the wrong level. So we kind of worked together on that. I don't really have any footage. You can probably watch his video. I think he maybe recorded something. And yeah, the farm is now fully working. It does take a while to ramp up, but you know, that's how it is with the reinforcement ones. So before I actually go and show you how the farm looks like, I'm gonna head over, grab that wooden sword with mending just to make sure that everyone uses the farm properly and they get the best out of it. And I'm gonna go right back, put it there, put a sign, and that would be it for this episode. Also, it does look like I need to make some kind of nether portal or something like that to make me get here much faster because it takes so long right now to actually get here, which is really not ideal considering I go back and forth a lot. Alright, so we got the wooden sword. Gonna put unbreaking tree on it just because we're gonna be hitting the zombies a lot and I don't want it to break with the low durability that it has. We gotta put mending on it and then we're gonna rename it Zombie Unaliver. In the meantime, I actually put mending on my pickaxe because it was just about to break. We did a couple of things over for the next episode, so you're gonna have to wait and see when that releases to see what I use all that durability on. I'm definitely gonna have to come back over here and work a bit more on the villager hall. I don't have that many currently, and I definitely want to actually get as many books as I can to fully enchant myself and get myself properly sorted. So let's jump over to the zombie farm to see what I actually did, or rather, what Kit and I did. Before I show you how this works, I will let it prime slightly. I will put the sword over here, and then I will write a sign. Use this sword for best efficiency, so they will know to use this one. I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna try to turn the mob sounds down slightly, and let's see how the XP would look like. I'm actually going to put my pickaxe on my offhand, just to try to get some XP over here. It does take a while for everything to ramp up, unfortunately, but once it does, there's actually going to be a lot of mobs here, which is actually really cool. It's much better than what it used to be, so I'm really happy that Kit was actually around to help me out to fix this, because I was actually about to quit on it just when he logged in. Right, so I was here for about 2 minutes. I fully repaired my pickaxe. I got no levels out of it, but this is how the farm looks like. So keep in mind, about 2 minutes and the zombies are piling up like crazy. You can see them down there, that they're actually coming down fairly on an okay rate. We didn't really expand this as much as we could have. Obviously, you can make this much more efficient if you make the tunnels bigger. But as a starter farm, I think this is good enough. I think there was someone with thorns in there that actually pushed me back. So yeah, this is pretty much what we did over here. So you can see that there's a lot of them piling up. I added some magma blocks down below, just so in case any of the small zombies are actually falling down there, they will just die and not just lag the server. We added these tunnels over here, which I see that they spawn spiders now, but that's not really a big deal because reinforcements would spawn anyway. And then yeah, we added the powder snow over here to actually not kill the zombies when they fall from up there. And one thing that we found out actually while doing this, we discovered that if we're not picking up the drops, the zombies will actually pick them up instead, which means that they will actually take more hits from us, which in turn will spawn even more zombies. They do mainly spawn on these 2 tunnels over here. I think it has something to do with orientation, but sometimes it's a bit slower. Sometimes there's like 10-20 of them falling down into the chamber. So I would say that for an early game farm with just a small improvement, it's actually really fast. So yeah, here we go. There's a really big horde coming down now. So it's definitely not consistent, but it's fast enough that we never run out of zombies in this area. So I feel it's a really good farm for anyone that still doesn't have full enchants or just want a quick repair. I feel like less than 2 minutes or about 2 minutes, it's a pretty decent time to get like a whole pickaxe repaired. So yeah, I think we did a fairly good job on this. And with that project fully complete now, I think it's time to end the episode here. As always, thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate all your support. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and share your thoughts below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Until next time, happy crafting!